Developers worldwide are abandoning traditional coding for something radically different. Make me a chess app with multiplayer support. That's it. That's all it takes now to create software. No coding, no debugging, just words. Welcome to Vibe Coding, where AI builds entire applications while you grab coffee. Sounds too good to be true? Maybe it is. Some are making fortunes from it, while others watch helplessly as their AI-built apps collapse under basic security attacks. Today we're diving into this programming revolution that's either the future of software or a ticking time bomb. Vibe coding emerged when Karpathy suggested we should stop sweating the details of implementation and just focus on the outcomes we want. In everyday terms, instead of writing code line by line, you chat with an AI like you'd explain a project to another human. Want a website that tracks your workouts? Just describe each feature conversationally, and the AI generates every bit of code needed to make it real. It's like ordering food instead of cooking. You tell the chef what you want, they make it, and all you care about is if it tastes good, not how they chop the onions. The crazy part? This isn't some far future concept. It's happening now. According to Y Combinator, about 25% of their startups in early 2025 had code bases that were 95% AI generated. That's wild. We're witnessing a fundamental shift in who can create software and how it's made. So here's what vibe coding actually looks like. Say you want an app to track your board game nights with friends. You open up an AI coding tool and just start talking. Build me a web app where I can log game sessions, add players, record winners, and see stats over time. Boom! The AI spits out a complete React app with all the features. Want it to look different? Just say, make the color scheme darker and add a leaderboard page. Done in seconds. The wild part? When something breaks, you don't even need to figure out what went wrong. I've literally copied error messages and pasted them to the AI with zero explanation. It just fixes them. It feels like having a mind-reading developer who executes your ideas at lightning speed. What would take weeks of coding happens in an afternoon, and you barely touch the keyboard. The speed advantage is mind-blowing. Projects that once took months can materialize in days. The accessibility factor might be even bigger. Kevin Roos, a New York Times journalist with minimal coding experience, created a custom lunch recipe app using AI assistance. He reported that vibe coding allowed individuals to develop software that previously required an engineering team. For professional developers, vibe coding frees you from the tedium of implementation details. You can focus on architecture and user experience while the AI handles repetitive coding tasks. The iteration speed is where things get truly magical. Had a brilliant idea in the shower? You can test it before breakfast. That rapid cycle of ideation and implementation unleashes creativity we've never seen before in software development. It's like a superpower. But here's where reality crashes the party. This guy built an entire SaaS product using Cursor. Everything was going great, as he managed to create something valuable enough that people were willing to pay for it. An impressive achievement for someone without a technical background. But not for long. Soon his application came under attack. Users were maxing out API keys, bypassing subscription systems, and corrupting the database. Eventually, he had to make the difficult decision to shut down the app. What makes this story important is understanding the real challenges of vibe coding. When you don't fully understand the code that powers your creation, troubleshooting becomes incredibly difficult. This is what I call technical debt on steroids. The code works until it doesn't, and then you're completely lost. The debugging nightmare is real, and that's the truth. You're essentially debugging an AI's interpretation of your instructions rather than your own logical mistakes. The security implications are terrifying. AIs trained on code from across the internet often reproduce common security mistakes. Without understanding the implementation details, you won't spot those vulnerabilities until it's too late. These AI-generated code bases can be like Swiss cheese from a security perspective. They look solid until someone pokes at the holes. And for newcomers hoping to learn programming this way, you're building a dangerous dependency. When technology fails, you're completely lost. So you want to dive into vibe coding despite the horror stories? Here are 3 tricks I've picked up that might save your sanity. First, don't let AI completely take the wheel. It's like letting a toddler drive. Sure, they might reach the destination, but at what cost? Get familiar with the core structure of what's being built. You don't need to obsess over every line, but know enough that you're not completely lost when things break. Test like your life depends on it. If you're not writing the code, at least write the tests. Your future self will thank you when that perfectly vibed code suddenly decides to have an existential crisis at 2 a.m. Third, commit early, commit often. Version control is your time machine when AI decides to nuke your working code. The guy who invented Git probably wasn't thinking about saving us from rogue AIs, but here we are. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't these safety measures killing the whole vibe coding spirit? Maybe. But even Karpathy, the godfather of vibe coding himself, admits there are limits. Sure, he clicks accept all without reading what the AI changed and says, I just see stuff, say stuff, run stuff, and copy-paste stuff, and it mostly works. But notice that crucial word, mostly. The crazy part? This chaotic approach actually works for quick weekend projects. The future of coding might just be talking to your computer, like you're ordering at a drive-thru, but maybe keep a fire extinguisher nearby, just in case. So, is vibe coding the future or a dangerous shortcut? The truth lies somewhere in between. For rapid prototyping, internal tools, and personal projects, it's a game changer. For critical systems handling sensitive data, proceed with extreme caution. What we're witnessing isn't the death of programming, but its evolution. The question isn't whether to use AI in coding, but how to use it responsibly while understanding its limitations. If you found this helpful, I've recently launched a Patreon where I share weekly deep dives into emerging tech that I can't fit into YouTube videos. Your support directly helps me spend more time researching these topics rather than chasing algorithms. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. Until next time, happy coding, whether by hand or by vibe.